design. Hopefully your voice can be heard. I'm gonna cry if it's not, and I go this whole broadcast. Extremely interesting. What I have to make sure I do is two things before I even start this out, because a lot of issues I've been having is that the game volume is is always eclipsing our voice. Oh yeah. That's a good question. Probably should have did this before I started broadcasting. Probably. But one thing I absolutely want to make sure I do this time is make it so that we can be heard. Because our playthrough of um you know what is it called? Um No Time to Explain. You know what I mean? Like it was brilliant, but we couldn't be heard. Yeah, if you go back and watch it, you can barely hear us, man. The game volume's like, and you just there's nothing. There's nothing you can hear outside of like minor burst of volume on our end. So it's like really difficult to watch. Do we now? Or tell Marcus to. Yeah, hopefully. He likes Journey. Me and him co-opted on it. I Yeah, who doesn't like Journey? Like to hate Journey, you need to hate puppies. Yeah, make sure you do that. Make sure you have yours as always allow. Yeah. To hate Journey, you have to hate puppies, chocolate chip cookies. You have to hate like everything good and pure. Like you have to hate money. Um See, I'm going to video output settings and that's not what I need. I need video playback devices, date and time. I don't know where to go with design. Yeah, I was gonna say chocolate, but you don't even like chocolate, you son of a bitch. Yo, help me out here. I can usually go to it, but now that I'm broadcasting, my brain's like is defeated. Let me. I actually found it. Volume control, headphones. I can hear more. I want to adjust microphone level. Let's turn that up. Is this too high? Perfect. Cool. We're gonna get really loud, so I just want to make sure. Huh? Yeah, go for it. I want to make sure we can be heard over everything. And Journey isn't a loud game. It's a very magical audio experience. Perfect. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Alright. The first challenge, huh? Alright, cool. Well, I just spent 4 minutes doing that. I feel bad for broadcasters. I mean, I feel bad for the broadcastees. Um, oh, jeez. It's too late to say skip ahead. Um, but I'm gonna go and unleash that title screen on the world very deliberately. Now, how are we gonna do this design? Oh, we were failing. We should have just ended this broadcast, started over. Dude, it's all good. It's all good. Divided, we are nothing. United, we are better than the sum. Yeah. That's stupid. Yeah, I'm at least consistently broadcasting a little bit, not really. So, for those of you, no, it hasn't. You're lying to me. Here, I'm gonna put my thing closer. It's no, it hasn't. I haven't moved. What are you talking about, man? Can you hear me? Oh my goodness. All right. Look, I'm gonna sit down real quick, and then the video is gonna cut out, and then I'm gonna go back. All right. So anyway, let me just go on over the settings one more time. Go to devices. Go to audio devices. Go to adjust microphone. Oh, is it? That's good. All right, perfect. Is it now? Is it better? It's fine now. Perfect. Thank you. You know something interesting? My job basically now revolves around having a headset on and talking to people on it and being on a video and broadcasting. Did you know that? Like we do video conferencing now. I mean, I do it now. So, and it's my job. So like I'm gonna say things like perfect, certain. If you hear me say anything weird, it's because of my job now. Oh my gosh, this game looks so crisp on the PlayStation 4. Gerd, it is so good. Okay, so for those of you who've never played Journey, A Day in Your Life, first of all, I do apologize for that inconvenience. You have been deprived of probably the greatest game of possibly the decade, but it definitely was Game of the Year 2012. It is a very enigmatic storyline, considering there is absolutely zero dialogue. And I mean zero. The story is told through sheer music, environment, sound, and just plain momentum. And it's gorgeous. And the music is probably the most epic thing. Yeah, basically. It's like if Yo-Yo Ma had a baby with, like, Nobu Uematsu. I don't know. I can't really think of a good combination. Like, this is so left field. So, how are we gonna play this design is the question. Since we gotta like skip around each other and try and get the co-op to happen, we gotta kind of either go back or we gotta go in circles. It's gonna take a while before the co-op actually happens. And then, are we just gonna plow through the game or are we gonna try and collect stuff? Alright, perfect. So this is going to serve as not just a playthrough, but as a guide. In order to get all the trophies in Journey, I have done that, and this is the only game I've ever, like, technically platinumed, even though there is no platinum trophy. And what's cool is that your little character here, how cool and epic he looks, and his robe looks like an Akatsuki member, you know, if he just didn't have arms. So, you know, basically any of them, because, you know, the Akatsuki were so OP that they didn't need arms to do jutsu. If you were Itachi, you could win without your arms. So we're basically gonna be Itachi here, and your little Akatsuki robe gets better with each trophy, which makes it super rewarding to get all the little cool things. And I'm gonna demonstrate how to do most of that stuff, try to find everything. I'm not a pro. There's some people who basically just play this game all the time and just go through and guide people to the trophies. It's fantastic. But I do remember quite a bit. It starts after the intro, which is this whole little first part that kind of introduces the game to you. So, like, you can continue. Yeah, once you get that first, you know, thing. I won't spoil anything because that'd be crude. I'll just let this story unfold and we won't speak of it. But since this is a commentary broadcast, you know, I'll let some things slip. And of course, there's some cool things that you can do. I'm going to demonstrate my prowess. And, ooh. That was the circle button, guys. Sure, it's not like this game has, like, complicated controls, though. You basically can move, hit circle, jump, and sit down. That's it. Very simple. It's kind of like if you ever played Shadow of the Colossus, another one of my favorite games of all time. The game wasn't about how much you could do as you got stronger. It was not. Which is usually how it goes. You know, your powerful character gets all buffed up and you can do all these extra crazy things and there's these crazy combos or there's new weapons, blah blah blah. Nah man, you play Shadow of the Colossus, you already know. That fool ran through with a bow and a magical sword and a horse. And it stayed that way. And he didn't have any normal enemies. He just traveled through this massive land and felled these pretty much colossus, these titans, so to speak, with just those weapons and his wits and his horse. And it was epic. Because just like this game, the music perfectly tailored towards the moment. I wonder what that means. Oh, I know what it means. These are all gravestones. Wonder what the heck happened here. This game has breathless pace. I mean, aside from being breathtaking, it also just has a fantastic flow. You know? Like, if it really wanted to, if the game developers really wanted to go big, they could have made it so that there was 0 loading screens and that it all was just one go. They could have. But something about the way they made it work, you know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with how it happened. Also, sliding down sand is like the coolest thing in the world in this game. I don't even understand how it just feels so good, but it's fantastic. So right now I'm at this little spot design. If you don't know how to get here, basically when you go reach that first stone like tablet, I guess you call it, you know, the tablets that light up and then show you a little bit about what's going on. If you hang all the way to the back and then, you know, slide down, there's a little platform and you'll see these little white squares that are lit up, and you only should have one lit up, and there should be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 on one side and then 8 on the other for a grand total of 21. When you collect all of them, you go back there and there's a special surprise, and you already know what it is. Don't spoil it. You technically don't. What's up? You probably never found it, have you? It's so hidden until you actually earn the thing, and then you can't miss it because the way it's displayed, it's like, whoa, what the heck is that? And then you go over there, and then you just give it a try, and then it's like, what the? And then, voila, you have achieved transcendence. But you know, for right now, I'm just climbing up the little rocky part where you gotta do your first little circle maneuver and unleash the fury. One day I'm gonna do a playthrough with this where I just don't even speak and I just like play through the game, just so you can get that element of it. It truly is a game that should be experienced without my grating voice and ruining it. So these little white things, if you notice, are actually extending your little scarf here. And as you can tell, your scarf determines how far or high you can jump. Or fly in this case, really. You know, my character can fly because it's an Akatsuki member. Oh, did you? No. Oh, did you already go forward? Into the next area? Oh, well, you don't have to go into the next thing. Not yet anyway. But what I'm gonna say is this. This area also is the stage select area. You don't know that yet because when you first start the game, these just look like little temples and you don't even have access inside of them. But like once you like unlock, you know, the game, once you go through the game, you can come back here and it'll take you to any spot in the game you want, basically. So design, before you move forward, you should have at least 3 squares from this one area. Okay. Oh, what, the platforming element? That's just gamer skill. You want to know what the best way, the best thing to do is? You always go full speed off of the circle, activate the the tapestry or whatever you want to call these things, and then go from there. And then as you start to lose your momentum and start to fall, then use it. The best way to get the most mileage out of your scarf early on is to just kind of tap it instead of holding it. Thank you. If you just tap it, you'll go up and down, and then you'll hover more so than fly up. You know what I mean? It's better for distances, I think. Alright, so from the middle, and this is the best way to access it because, you're gonna, hit circle, activate all the, magical tapestry things here. And you're gonna head towards where you basically fell down from. You're gonna head all the way down. So get a gauge for how much height you get from your jump, and then go, fly up. Yeah. Alright, did you miss that? Oh, okay, so yeah, you went down too soon. So what you gotta do is, here's what I'm gonna tell you to do. I'm gonna give you the full playthrough. This is a playthrough, so I can absolutely help you out with that. Again, we're, job language, customer service, I can certainly help you out with that transaction. Alright, so here we're gonna do this navigation style. Alright. Go to the middle. Okay. And I can either do this southwest, west, east, north, or we can do this 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock. But from the very middle, facing, the giant beam of light from the sky that leads to that, platform to move forward, if that's 12 o'clock, if that's north, you want to turn 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. You want to turn to the 4 o'clock position, use the tapestry, let them guide you into the air, and then move towards, there should be a little platform and some stairs. No, you can use that to fly anywhere, basically. So you can go from that middle platform, turn to your 4 o'clock position, and then, fly over towards that area. Just go forward, don't hesitate. And there should be a little piece of ruin here. Little ruins with some stairs. And then, now that you've collected 3, you should see 3 squares. If you're facing the middle platform, they should be to your right. If your camera's facing the middle platform, off in the distance now, they should be to your right, the 3 squares lit up. And then you'll see squares 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 underneath that aren't lit up. Opposite of that, you should see 8 squares on the other side. That keeps track of how many of the... Take your time. Oh man. I feel so naked with my robe looking completely bare, yo. It's just like... but I couldn't even complete it on... When I went back to the PlayStation, like, I re-downloaded it, still had the trophies. It wasn't collecting the trophies again for me, but I was still getting the things done. But because of that reason, I was unable to freaking, like, finish my tapestry. It was like a weird kind of a glitch-like thing. You know what I mean? I don't even know how to explain it. Where, like, I was forever not, perfect cell, and I just couldn't do anything about it. Alright, so from the middle platform, turn to your 4 o'clock position and head. It's gonna be back up towards the sand, like mountain to dune thing here. You wanna head up towards 4 o'clock there, over there. And if you miss, you don't have to fly up. That way you can walk up. I just figured it's quicker and, you know, a little bit more theatrical to do it the other way. And you should be able to find it. Do you see it yet? Little scarf all like, you know. Yeah, it's gonna look like a staircase from like Legend of the Hidden Temple with these lit up symbols, these glyphs, so to speak. Really? Oh, no biggie. Okay, well, I know it's there, so we're gonna keep moving and I'll get you another direction. For right now, what I want you to do is continue to move back up towards where you started. Okay, we're gonna move up back towards the tombstones these are. You know, an ancient foreign land. This easily could be, you know, from the creators of Samurai Jack, don't you agree? Look for the tombstones going back up the sand, and when you find them, you know, when you start seeing them pop up, follow them straight. Just follow them straight. Now, if you go up in a certain part, like more towards the back, and you're back in the actual graveyard, you know, and you follow a different set of tombstones, just follow the graveyard all the way to the back, like in a straight path, without going down back towards the ruins. And just follow the tombstones back towards. There should be a huge, you know, piece of ruin. They're all ruins, but this building should be fairly tall. Okay, not flat but tall, like to the point where you can't jump that high up yet, and it's tall. And then you go inside, and you should be able to find what basically looks like a you know, ancient flat screen television looking thing, you know, where the remote is the 4 tombstones, and if you use circle, they light up and it turns the TV on. And when you activate it, it's gonna. Are you back at the beginning? Alright, well, go back through the graveyard and just go straight. Just go all the way straight. Don't change direction. Don't dip into that huge, you know, I want to call it hole. I don't know. Just follow straight. Keep your elevation, you know, pretty much level, and don't go down the slide, and then keep all the way to the back. You should find it. Wow, I never realized just how hard it was to find some of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't done that many journeys in my time, but I feel like just the amount I've done already, you know, have equipped me because they were so focused. What? No, you don't want to go down that hole. Yeah. Oh, you're right. So right back where you get the very first part of your scarf, you just keep going, okay? And then, yeah, keep following the graveyard. All right, and I'll say it this way. All right, so as you're heading down the graveyard, the sun should be to your, I want to say 10 o'clock position, where the stage select is, if you're facing forward. So you want the sun to be in your 10, you know, to even 9 o'clock position. Okay, so did you activated the little stone thing there? Okay, what did it show you? Exactly. Perfect. Now, when you go in there, if you go out the side, you know, like you might have gone up some stairs, you can go out, you know, towards the left. And if you go down, there's a little path that goes back towards the screen select. But as you're going down and you slide, you want to hang to your right a little bit. So hug your right, and you'll find this little area. There'll be like a little platform. that's slightly covered in sand, and then a couple of staircases on either end. They're not really stairs because they got these little glyphs that look just like the things you're collecting. And on the right side, there will be about 13, and on the left there will be 8. And the 13 are in 4 rows. Right, you found it? Perfect. Alright, now that that's out of it, you see what it's showing you? Yes, this is how you keep track of how many of those things you found. That's important. Once you found them all, you come right back here, and then something cool will happen. Alright, now that we have effectively gotten that explained, what we're going to do is this. We're going to go back up towards the, you know, the big platform. Use the tapestry to go to the central platform. Huh? These ribbons are trapped. Did you not activate them yet? Yeah. Oh. Mm-hmm. That. Oh, that's cool. Alright, I'm gonna activate the cutscene. And then we're gonna walk through as simultaneously as possible. Okay. Yeah, just don't go through the door yet. I'm gonna try and walk through at the same time. And if we don't, what you're gonna end up doing is we're gonna go back if we can. I think once we go past the intro, we can go back. And we're gonna keep trying this. Sound good? Yeah, if you haven't already. I'm not even going to explain what's happening. I'm just going to let people take it for what they see. I think what's so beautiful about this game is that everybody kind of interprets what happens differently. You get the gist, but your physical interpretation, it varies. Very abstract. You have but learned a bit of the truth. Alright, now, what I want you to do for the sake of timing, okay? So I want you to go to the very bottom of the staircase when you're done your portion of the cutscene. Are you there? Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have us stand on the very first stair. Let's make it that way. Like, position your camera so that you know you're on the first stair. And then when I say go, we're gonna walk. Run. We're gonna run like full speed ahead, okay? In a straight freaking line. We're gonna do this. You're on the first. You're absolutely sure that that's all you're on, the first stair. All right. When I say, well, I'm gonna say it. We're gonna go on go, and I'm gonna do 3, 2, 1. But I'm gonna, you know, 3. Wait, huh? Yeah. So, give me a second. My character sat down on his own. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Huh. Not sure how you're supposed to see that, but alright. Hopefully that allowed us to sync up. Miraculously. I don't know if a lot of people are playing because this game just became free for available download.